And straight away, once again, played towards the third man fielder. Gets another single in Aman Ansari. So a couple of runs for him, and both in the region of the third man area. And this time a thick inside edge. And it's past the wicket keeper, but the third man fielder will get across. Wanting to come back for the second, but in the end deciding against it. Not wanting to take any risks, as they have already lost a couple of wickets in the very first over. This time hits it hard along the ground on this offside. Nothing more than a single. Excellent over this by Monish as well. Monish Garg. Once again playing it in the air. Won't quite find the distance again. And straight into the hands of the fielder. Excellent piece of bowling this. So 4 singles to start off in this over. And this time in the air, chance of a catch maybe. Well, Vishwas didn't quite get behind it. And they are running for the second one for the throw. And excellent piece of running in the end. Stealing a second out there as they try to push on here the Federal Bank. Just the one boundary in the first 1.5 overs. This time given as a wide by the umpire, and Monish cannot believe it. And he will have to reload once again. So the first extra of the innings. Once again, just past that outside edge, and once again, it's been given as a wide by the umpire. Once again, wanting to pick it up on that leg side, but straight to the fielder once again. Nothing more than a single. So 9 coming off it in the end. And at the end of the second now, the Federal Bank are 15 for 2. So Akshay continuing in the third over, and he slips, but it won't do any damage to them. Carved through the offside, but straight to the fielder once again. So not quite able to get the boundaries in here, the Federal Bank. Just the 1-4 in the innings so far. This time a no ball. It's pitched outside the pitching area, and now a free hit coming up. An opportunity for the Federal Bank. What a big chance this is for Harsh Raut. And it's a swing and a miss, and he gets away with the free hit. An excellent delivery on that occasion by Akshay. So the struggles continuing for the batting side. This time a full toss once again in the air. Won't quite carry to the fielder. Taking the second one for the throw, and good piece of running once again. Once again Aman Ansari making his ground. This time hit along the ground towards the long on region, and nothing more than a single. So just the one boundary so far, and these two will be thinking how to get the second one here. Once again missed out on the low full toss. So just one more delivery left in this over, and 6 have come off it. Once again a thick outside edge, and this time the wicketkeeper will take the catch, and that's another one gone for the Federal Bank, and a wicket for Akshay to close out his over. An excellent one in the end, giving away just the 6 runs and taking a wicket of the last delivery. And it's the big wicket of Harsh Raut, who has hit the only boundary of this innings so far, and it's 21 for 3 now, the Federal Bank, after 3 overs. Well, the Tata Capital 7 Motor Finance are running away with this one. And it's going to be Kirit Ahuja who will come in here at number 5, but he will be at the non-striker's end because the wicket was of the last delivery of the over. And this time a swing and a miss. We have seen quite a few by Aman Ansari so far, and the struggles continuing out here for the Federal Bank. Another swing and a miss. Superbly bowled once again by Ame. That's 3 consecutive dot deliveries now. Just not able to get away here, the Federal Bank. It has been a dismal kind of a performance so far by them. They've got only the 9 more deliveries left and would be wanting to maximize as much as possible. This time will be given as a wide. Once again beats the batter, but beats the batter illegally. Trying to bowl away from the batter, bowling that off stump length. And this time he's just nudged it on the offside, and finally it gets off strike, and he brings Kirit Ahuja on strike. Just the 2 runs of the over so far. And this time it's gone high in the air, but once again won't quite carry to the fielder, and they're coming back for the second throw, not quite on the money. So they make it quite comfortably. So Kirit Ahuja gets off the mark. this time again it's played on the offside and a single taken. So at the end of the fourth over, now it is 26 for 3. So it's going to be Biswas to bowl this final over. And he starts off with a wide delivery. Well, we were waiting for the signal from the leg umpire, but he was unmoved, so a wide delivery given by the umpire. And an extra for the Federal Bank. Well, they need plenty of those. Just the 27 on the board. And this time a leading edge, chance of a catch, and it's taken. 5 down for the Federal Bank. Another one goes. Just the one boundary in this innings, and just not quite able to move on here, the Federal Bank. 27 for 5 now, and a wicket for Vishwas on his very first legitimate delivery. This time an appeal for a caught behind, but the umpire not interested. Aman Ali taking guard. Well, he wouldn't have thought that he would come out to bat today. This time a thick inside edge, but once again straight to the fielder. So just 3 more deliveries left now for the Federal Bank. Well, the Tata Capital 7, Motor Finance wanted to restrict the opposition to below 50, and Bhaskar will be extremely happy with the performance that is put out here by his side. So for the first time we see the left-hander on strike. Saurabh Jog. And another swing and a miss coming around the wicket, the left-arm pacer. Superbly bowled by Vishwas. Just 2 more deliveries left now, and Saurabh needs to connect both. Another swing and a miss. Another dot delivery. What an outstanding final over this has been so far. Just the 2 runs conceded. The last delivery, and once again played in the air, and they would be wanting to come back for the second. Chance of a run out, and the bowler couldn't quite collect it, wanting to come for the third, and he will be, well, he was short of his crease, but the bowler made a total mess of that one. They get 3 runs on that last delivery, hustling, and in the end making it. So the Federal Bank, well, they finished their innings here at 31 for 5, only 31, and the Tata Capital 7 Motor Finance will be extremely happy with the performance that has been put out with the ball, and the target for them will be only 32 in the 30 deliveries for them. And we will be back for the chase on the other side. Capitals. Well, can they get a couple of early wickets here to give themselves a chance in this knockout game? And this time it's been picked up and picked up ever so well of the second delivery, a 6 for Bhaskar. Well, a Yorker length first up, and now a fuller length which has been dispatched beautifully through that offside. And the first 6 of the day in this All-Star Premier League season number 4. And once again, cut away and good bit of fielding there. And they get across for a single. So it brings Prathamesh on strike with just the 25 more runs required. This time he's got underneath that one, Prathamesh. And he gets off the mark of the very first delivery. Once again, nicely bowled by Saurabh. He's bowled well in the 3 deliveries apart from the one that went for 6. This time a thick inside edge and an appeal by the wicketkeeper. But it was a bump ball for sure. So another dot for Saurabh Jog. It has been an outstanding over, but the runs aren't enough. Even 8 is like a pain for the Federal Bank at the moment. And this time cut away and cut away nicely in the gap. That's another boundary to close out the over. Superb piece of batting this by Bhaskar. He's moved on to 11 of just 5 deliveries. And he's taking the game on the opposition all by himself. And at the end of the first over now it is 12 without a wicket. So Nishant continuing here. Straight away wanting to take the big swing towards the leg side, but misses out. And that single brings Bhaskar back on strike with just the 19 more needed. This time past the outside edge and not given as a wide by the umpire. So a dot delivery for Nishant. And this time a short delivery outside the off stump, and once again just picked up on the offside. And all the way it goes. Superb piece of batting this by Bhaskar. That's his second 6. Well, he took a couple of wickets in the very first over of this game. And now turning the heat on with the bat. 17 of the 7. This time a thick inside edge. And it won't go any kind of distance apart from back to the bowler. Again, cut away in the gap. Well, he knows exactly where the fielders are, and he's dealing in boundaries. He's done the bulk of the scoring here, not only in this innings, but in this game. And now just 9 more needed. A thick inside edge, and the wicketkeeper couldn't quite collect it. And he will take the single of the last delivery of the over and keep the strike as well. And at the end of the second over now, it is 24 without a wicket. Just the 8 more required for the Tata Capital 7 Motor Finance. Saurabh continuing. Straight away a swing and a miss. And Bhaskar is thinking just a couple of hits is what he needs to get his side home. This time played down the ground towards the fielder at long off. And a bit of a slip, but they will take just a single. Happy to take the single. This time played in the air by Nishant. I beg your pardon, Prathamesh, and he gets a single. So he's faced just the 3 deliveries and he's got 3 singles, Prathamesh. And giving the strike back to his captain on every single occasion. And doing the right thing. So just a hit away now, the Tata Capital 7. It's been given as a wide by the umpire. Well, the wicketkeeper was appealing for a caught behind. Well, the umpire in the end deciding against it. And this time picked up on the offside. Does it have the distance? Yes, it does. It's gone all the way, and that will be the game. What an outstanding performance this by Bhaskar Wade. 29 of just 14. And getting his side home in just 2.5 overs. He's made a total mockery of this chase. And he's only gone and done it all by himself. Taking a couple of wickets in the first innings and then scoring down these runs in this second. The captain leading from the front for the Tata Capital 7 Motor Finance. An outstanding performance, and they win this game by 10 wickets with 13 balls to spare.